Angle,
A little
push.
dust devil right there, midpoint.
I see that.
Angle, push. Angle, push.
Hey everybody, so what we are working on, you've gotten little snippets of it, but what we're working on is a collaboration with my buddy's YouTube channel, Freedom Finder Adventures and Dark Horse Project. And what we're doing is we have gotten permission to go use someone's property to have a big rendezvous of airplanes and Jeeps, and we're going to use this as a method of honoring and serving veterans and first responders and hosting them and just giving them a really good time. So we're looking forward to it. It's all part of this new special fun operations group thing we're working on, and stay tuned. My airplane's still down, so Jeff Purdue is going to pick me up in Chico right now, and off we go. We're doing a little practice outing planning mission right now, so come along, it's going to be fun. Hey buddy!
What up?
How are you liking these new door latches?
Dude, they're a godsend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get to check them out yourself here. They're great.
I can't wait. Brian Bush, nice work. I've heard good things.
And tower for Kitbox 666 Delta Yankee holding short of 13 left for departure.
Number 666 Delta Yankee, Chico Tower, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff.
13 left, clear for takeoff, 6 Delta Yankee.
Number 6 Delta Yankee, yeah, I got a question for you, sir, if you have time.
Go ahead.
You by chance have a YouTube channel?
Well, I don't, but the guy that does is sitting next to me, and we're off to go make some more videos today.
Give me tell what's
Copy, thanks.
And then just FYI, the name of that channel is Kitbox Adventure with no S, just singular.
Number 6 Delta Yankee, copy. One of my coworkers up here is familiar with it.
Sounds great. All right, thanks a lot. Here we go.
How about that?
Is that cool, dude? That's cool.
It's that yellow Kit Fox thing, man.
I guess so.
Angle, push.
I'm pushing it real good.
Angle, push.
It's heavy.
Hell yeah.
Angle, push.
But isn't the airflow so much nicer?
Oh man, this is amazing.
Dude, I know.
So we already did make another visit up to the Landowner, and part of what we're going to be doing is doing some service projects here for the landowners for the gracious use of their property. They have about 100,000 acres up here for us to play with, and so we're very appreciative. So we're going to clear out a creek. We went up there and met the landowners, and she treated us to a wonderful, fantastic home-cooked meal. And we got to meet her and get to know her, along with her son and her grandson, who also are pilots. And so they have just been a wonderful family to work with, and we're just absolutely blessed to get to know them and get to know them even better. So thank you so much for letting us use your property. This is what it's all about. We are here to help you out and serve you in whatever way we can. And this is what it's about, guys. You know, if you want to use this land to go land your fun airplanes on, there's a lot of great property out there, but a lot of it's private, and you just got to establish relationships with these landowners and become friends and find ways to help people out. That's what it's all about. Be heavier out, clean things up, help out these landowners, help out these property owners, and just do some good. This world could use a lot of good in it these days.
Especially right about now. Absolutely.
Right about now, yeah, exactly.
Time to do some good.
I'm
looking up ahead. I'm questioning it at the moment.
Questioning in terms of weather and wind?
Mostly wind. I've got a 20-knot tailwind right now coming out of the west. And that lake sits right on the backside of a ridge that I can see.
I guess we'll just have to keep an eye on that wind situation for the meadow.
Yeah, that's it. If I don't feel comfortable with it, I'll turn around. I'll land over at the airport there.
Understood, man. Yep, I totally agree. Absolutely, man. It's so nice to have that as a backup. It's a great scenario.
Yeah.
But yeah, no point getting tossed around if it's not worth it, obviously.
Yeah, I got an eye on the lake now.
Roger that.
But he's still up at 65.
My hack for my engine doesn't seem to be working right.
His what?
My engine's pretty cool right now.
Hack for his engine,
able to
not
lean
his
it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his Hackman thingy, okay, yeah.
My engine doesn't seem to be working right.
Oh, wait, what? Wait, huh?
The hack for the engine, yeah. Hopefully Mark's good.
There's Alma's house.
Nice, yeah. What a spot, what a beautiful spot. All right, buddy, I'm excited about this.
Yeah, me too.
Need a massage? Loosen up a little?
Let's go see what we got down here.
Hey, man, we're coming up right overhead. How's it looking down there?
Once just landed, what you're going to do is you're going to circle around, and you'll see an arrow, an orange arrow pointing towards us. You come over, we're down here, I see you, we're down to the right of you, and you want to land beyond that.
Okay, roger that. Well, let's see if we can find the place to land here.
Nicely done, Mark.
Jeff, is just go ahead and circle to your left on the shoreline, and that group of trees in the middle of the lake, just stay on the inside of that and continue your left turn. You'll see the red stripe.
Yep, I've got it in sight, right?
Yeah, they've staked out an area there that has a bit of a bump. I don't know what it is, some wood or something right there. So the arrow kind of lines you up, and then look where I've landed my airplane. But don't come into this deep green grass here until you're taxiing, because it's really rough.
Okay, roger that.
Nicely done, Mark.
Yeah,
Gotta tell you, man, yeah, like you were saying, I'm always so impressed with what he does with that Challenger.
me too. Oh, yeah,
right through the
I see the arrow, and I see where the stump they're talking about.
Not much of a go-around.
Nope.
Just a heads up, the wind's coming up now. I estimate you're going to have a tailwind about 7 to 8 knots.
Okay, roger that.
Yeah, because then a tailwind for that go-around is even so much worse.
Yeah, exactly. Big sinker right there. Big sinker.
You're going to have a right cross.
Okay, right cross.
Anywhere from you to me should be pretty smooth.
Roger.
Oh, there's the bump.
Yeah, past the bump.
Angle, angle, push. Angle, angle, push.
Nicely done.
Angle, angle, push.
Try to get it slow before we get
Angle,
over here.
angle,
Beautiful.
Woo! Like an expert.
Nicely done, Jeff.
Thank you, sir. Good day, Mark. Really good LSO work there.
All right, boys, we are here.
We're here on the meadow. All the planes landed just fine. Mark was the guinea pig and the trailblazer and his Challenger. Good job, Mark. This is amazing. Here's this meadow again, and it's just gorgeous. Absolutely stunning out here. What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up? No trespassing.
So, welcome Kit Fox Adventure, no S, Freedom Finders, and Special Fun Operation Groups, guys. So, we want to shout out to Pro Baller, but the Pro Baller is an energy drink, and Neil's got a lot more information on it, but they don't taste like that bitter, sharp, you know, like chemical taste.
Right, okay,
so,
cool.
You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Good to see you guys.
Cheers.
See you guys. Cheers.
All right, we're cleaning up the property a little bit, cleaning up the base camp for the landowners. We got a good truckload already, a good stuff here. Heavier out, that's what we're about. I really did not intend to rhyme there, but it just happens sometimes.
Oh, you got some logs on here. Right. Yep, see those? That's cool. I got this obstacle or whatever that stuff is there.
A little more meadow clearing right now of rocks and driftwood and debris here. Driftwood, I guess you can call it that. Gary's running late, but he showed up with style. So Gary is here now, and he's gonna come land it, I think. Nice, Gary. Nice. Perfect.
How you doing?
Welcome.
Nice to meet you. Well, we are going to be doing a recon of a dam on the lake. Oh, okay. So we're going to head up and we're going to go out to the dam and get some pictures. They're going to recon around it. We can fish it and kayak. So you guys are welcome to get back up and do it.
This is Greenfinder channel. We're out here with Dark Horse Project and Kit Fox Adventures behind me, Mark. And we're out here doing some fun stuff. Getting ready for a mission coming up. So we want you to subscribe, enjoy, as we do some fun, epic adventures.
Nice work. All highly coordinated, of course.
Professionally flown.
Yeah.
It was great getting together with them on the radio too, coordinating everything with the ground. So.
Good. Looked like you guys were having just a blast out there.
We were. It was a handful with the wind, but it was still fun.
Yeah, we're just reviewing some of the footage from today. You can always count on Mark for a good flyby.
That is definitely the money. Way to get that shot, though.
Yeah, it is commitment to the shot by Kevin right there.
That was definitely shot before self.
Quick race, and then let's chow and have a good night.
All right.
All right. Lord Heavenly Father, we just want to give you praise and glory and thanks. Thank you for this great and amazing day. Thank you for getting everybody here safe. Lord, thank you for this time that we get to spend in fellowship not only with you, but also with our our brothers and our friends here, Lord, and we want to just continue to bless this union, bless this meeting, Lord, and bless this time with each other. And so once again, Lord, bless this meal, and thank you for all that you've done and all that you do. In Jesus Christ's name, amen.
Amen.
This man right here who started Dark Horse Project has been through hell and back. Neil, hell and back, and some other folks. I've trained with 82nd Airborne and some other folks. Mine's pretty easy. One of the people I remember is my grandfather who fought in World War II. His name was Bill Knight. And he was a huge mentor to me. One of the coolest things I get to have is his dog tag. So yeah, I don't wear it all the time. He was in Nebraska, so he was way far away, and I only saw him a few times. When I did, I learned a lot from him. So it was just an absolute blessing. And I wanted to talk about him and remember him tonight. And, you know, thank him for all the mentorship for listening. And I'm going to hand the floor over.
Thank you. So the person that I would like to remember is my dad. So he passed away of a car accident right while I was on deployment on my way back. So you know, I took leave once I got back to base. I jumped on a plane, flew out here to California, and he was in a coma at the time, so I kind of talked to him, remember him squeezing my hand that he could hear, or maybe I was just imagining him squeezing my hand, but it seemed like he was, we'd get a little thing. So, you know, I stayed home on leave for about 2 weeks, and he stabilized, so I flew back to base, and a couple days after I got there, someone came and got me, told me that my mom was on the phone, and I said, oh, that's just her checking on me. I figured my dad was good, and I had just come out of the field, and they said, no, you need to come now. So I went and got the phone and found out he passed away. So he was a great guy, quiet, funny, just, you know,
Howard.
Miss him a lot.
Howard.
Thanks for listening.
Howard.
Thank you.
I still get broken.
Trust me, I'm the same way.
Oh yeah, listen to that. Almost complete and total silence. It is just beautiful up here. Not a breath of wind out here in this meadow. A couple beautiful airplanes. Sunset. Just thought I'd walk out to the meadow myself just to experience the peace and quiet. I don't get a lot of that these days. The madness and craziness of the kids. You know, I'm really looking forward to bringing them out here. Teaching them what it's like to experience something like this. You know, hopefully they'll appreciate it. But I guess it's kind of my job as a dad to introduce them to things like this. Or else they'll never know what they're missing. This is just wonderful. Mark just joined me, and he's grabbing the drone, so we'll see what kind of shots he gets. Well, good morning, YouTubers. I would call it an above average night of sleep for first night camping while out and about. So I'll take it. Yeah, Mark and I are just out here watching the sun slowly creep across the meadow. It's about to bathe these beautiful airplanes in some good light. How's that for a camping breakfast, huh?
My feeling is everyone has been outstanding. Obviously, as you know, respecting your land, allowing us to be here. And then hopefully we can come out more, have a lot of fun. And then honor you too, young lady, and the history of your husband and you being out here. So we already did a recon of the creek up there, so I think Neil's gonna do all the work himself. He's totally committed to it. And I was like, you know what, that's sacrifice. We'll come back up after all that's done. Jeff, you guys can leave and take off, and then we'll hook up, and we're going to be at your house before we head down, and we'll spend a few minutes with you, if that's okay.
Okay. Right about lunchtime.
Yeah. I was just saying that.
Not after dinner.
So there goes now.
If I'm going to do a takeoff, if you want, I can swing back and tell me you're taking off. Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm probably just going to roll right after you because I just want to get this over with. All right, Roger. I'm on the roll. Roger that.
Oh, Jeff. What was it? Shot before self?
Yeah.
Just messing with you, dude.
Watch out for that knoll there, Jeff. I just went next to you. Roger.
Okay, I got the stick in sight on the right. Hey, you're looking great on that.
Come on, tail, get up.
And she's up.
There she goes.
Angle.
All right, we're up and we're in your 6 o'clock.
Oh, Jeff, that would have been a cool shot,
Probably would have.
Just
I'm going to swing by this Eagle again. Hey, Jeff, are you guys going to be heading to Pat's place as well? Kind of depends on whether or not we've got gas at Fall River Mills. We might almost need to. We might have to see if we can borrow some gas. Yeah, it might be a 3 or 4 knot tailwind. Roger that.
Well, I'm filming your landing. I'm just telling that so that it can be that much more of a, dramatic landing for the video.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Yes. And so are you.
Fall River traffic, yellow kit box on a 1 mile final for 20 Fall River.
Angle.
Yeah, look at the windsock, Jeff. It's probably about a 5 knot direct tailwind. Yeah, no biggie. Thanks.
Angle,
Right
push.
behind you.
Now we gotta hope for this fuel station to be open.
The next one I heard 230.
Out of fuel.
Ah, dang it.
All right, so Mark said to call him, so we'll do that right now and see if we can grab some fuel over there.
You need to find.
Hey, I'm gonna shut off, see how much conserved fuel, let's see how long it is to Reading, just to get a feel. Roger that.
I'll call Mark.
Yep, thanks.
Maybe a little bit less, so I am probably like 5 gallons. I can barely make that. That's gonna be tight. Yeah, we're probably we're in the same boat here. I'm actually just above the no takeoff range on my left tank. So hold on, I got some news from John from Mark here. Hold on. Go for it.
Somebody's pulling up. It's not Pat, might be his son. Mark just asked how much fuel do you need?
We could get to a fuel stop with 5 gallons.
Okay.
That's an hour.
Okay.
So John's on the phone with Mark, and we're going to see if they can get 5 gallons for you and 5 gallons for me. Okay. That'll be enough to get you where you need to go, right? Yeah, that'll get us somewhere like the Benton, or probably Benton or Red Bluff. Cool.
All right, there's a drip straight ahead.
Yep, there you can see the two-tone field.
Yep, and Gary says he's landing to the north. I see him right here. Looks like he's on a base. He's 1,000 feet lower. There's a big dust devil
Yeah.
right in front of us. Nice. Should be the time of day for that to all start happening.
And just be aware, there's some pretty good wind and things kind of shearing a little bit with the crosswind. Roger that, thanks.
I just can't control myself. I keep it high when I'm coming over trees like this.
Yeah, it's all good. Anything a little crosswind from the left is what I'm seeing. The sock and the flag.
Yeah, good call on the flag. Got a nice long runway here too.
Yeah.
Big hump right here.
Angle, angle, push. Angle, angle,
Gonna let
push.
it roll out.
Nicely done, buddy.
Angle, angle,
Thanks, bro.
push.
And somebody's coming up with a razor.
Nice.
Oh yeah. And how much do you think you need? Okay, I'll just go grab 5 or 3 5-gallon cans here. Grab it out here.
Pat, you're amazing. Thank you. Right? How about that? So there's no fuel at the local airport, so we're able to drop into the Landowner's private strip here, and he's just gonna get us about 5 gallons of gas, enough to get to where we're going. How cool is that? Gotta like being able to run auto gas in these birds, but these people are just amazing. So thanks again. So this is the view from the end of the runway at the private strip that we have access to for these adventures. That's pretty awesome. Check out this strip.
No, I want to go.
I want to do that. Rope ladder into a cave and a lava tube? Yes, please.
Well, thank you again. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much,
We'll
Pat.
see you in a couple weeks.
Well, we went from no gas at Fall River Mills, no NOTAM by the way, nothing on the AWAS that said they didn't have gas, so that was a bit annoying and unfortunate. But we went from no gas to free gas. Pat wouldn't let us pay for all the gas he put in our airplane, so just unbelievable.
So cool.
Here we are using their property, their land, and they give us free fuel. An arrangement like this is hard to find.
Yeah, it's amazing.
These people are so wonderful.
Yeah, look at Fox on the go.
Ooh, look at him.
So wicked upwind here. I can see that.
Angle, angle.
Oh,
push.
dust devil right there, midpoint.
I see that.
Angle, angle, push. Angle, angle, push.
There it is.
Hey, Jack wanted to go back over this lava field up here, so we're gonna take a look. Yeah, we hit that dust devil that gave you that upwind.
There's nothing I could do.
No, you're at too much speed to abort at that point. And they made the right call.
Didn't change configuration either.
Yeah.
And on the roll, something kicked me and all of a sudden lifted my tail up, so definitely had a gust there. Yeah, and then we actually saw the actual dust devil. I mean, it was, we hit it, there was nothing we could do. Oh boy. It was fun. Yep. Yeah, boys, if we don't chat anymore, that was a lot of fun, and thanks so much. That was a blast. Looking forward to the next one. Yeah, that was great.
I can honestly say that's the first dust devil I've flown through.
Ooh, and it was right after takeoff on a tight strip
with trees on both
on
sides.
either side. Yikes.
Of course, when else are you going to hit a dust devil, right?
Of course. Like, oh man. Ooh, well, you handled it perfectly, man. The best thing was you went right through the middle of it. You know, so it's like if you were on the right side, you would have suddenly caught a quick tailwind.
Right.
You know, on the left side, you might have caught that upwind.
Exactly.
I guess that's a good thought. If you have to fly through a dust devil,
Right.
fly through the headwind side of it if you can.
And I was thinking about retracting, changing configuration. I said, nope, just leave it right where it is.
Yeah.
See what happens.
It's more jet stuff there, Jeff.
And watching Gary, the increase in performance that he got, I was kind of thinking, well, then that's probably what's going to happen to us. You know?
That was cool.
Very.
Yeah, I mean, there's nowhere to go. Nothing you could do about it.
Nope.
You had too much speed for an abort, and if you abort and that goes a bit poor, you're going off the end.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking abort for about 1 second, but I thought I'm better off just sticking with it.
When I saw it, I almost called abort. I thought it.
You saw it before me.
I saw it, and I thought abort. But
well, speaking of jet driver
I'm glad
stuff,
we did.
If you had said abort,
when you would have,
I would have aborted.
Absolutely, I know.
Spring loaded.
I know. Woo! That was cool. Gosh, that was fun, Jeff.
That was. I mean,
we get to do it again, man. We get to do it again in 2 weeks.
I know.